Hey everybody, happy Friday. Danny Shea reading the Friday news, the Friday edition of the news. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing if you choose. Some people have been saying that they haven't been getting notifications. So if you want, check your subscription to make sure that you're getting notified if you choose. Couple of things before we get to the weekly news. Be really, really careful about scammers. My site got hit with a scam saying, please text me. Don't. I've blocked those words, text me. So if you go, yeah, I got that message that said text me, you're going to be put into the held for review column, and I hardly ever look at that. So there are some email scams going around too that are really, really good. I know a couple of people who have been hit. So if you get hit with something like that, ask some questions before you decide to send some money. Some questions that only your friend or relative would know about you. So don't give away any personal information. Just ask them a question. What was the name of our dog? Or whatever, okay? And if you do fall into it, well, you're trying to do good. So don't beat yourself up too much. All right, into the news. First news. Brittany Spears? Brittany, what's her name again? I'm just going to go with Brittany. The WNBA star that was imprisoned in Russia for almost a year. The Biden administration worked an exchange out, prisoner exchange. Brittany versus Victor Bout, an arms dealer who sold arms to a terrorist organization that were trying to kill Americans. So he served 11 years of a 25-year sentence. Let's read on him a little bit. And it feels like Russia is playing a little game because Paul Whelan is still in a Russian jail. And it just did my heart so good to hear Paul Whelan's brother saying, we're really happy that Brittany is back with her family. And of course, we're sad that Paul is not being released too, but they're two different circumstances. And it feels like Russia is trying to, again, divide Americans. So I'm sure Fox News is going to be saying all this stuff. John Bolton already came out and said, yeah, it's weakening America, what Joe Biden did. Let's not forget that Paul Whelan was put in jail in the Trump administration's time frame, and John Bolton tried to do that same prisoner swap for Doug Whelan, and it didn't work. So it feels like Russia's trying to pit itself against a WNBA star and an ex-Marine, right? I don't know. So let's just take a quick look at who this guy Victor Bout. Oh, my cards got all mixed up. I think I'm gonna have to go with a different. No, I got it. Let's just see, because the Republicans are saying that this is weakening America. What's weakening America? What's weakening the world is spy versus spy and all of this warring and trying to get ahead in the world versus trying to fix the world and trying to heal the planet so we have a place to live. All right, let's just do a 411 on Victor Bout. Is he going to cause any more? Is he going to chill in his retirement, in his freedom, or is he going to be more upset and like, oh, I'm going to get them. I'm going to go. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not getting that. And then we're going to look at Paul Whelan. Paul Whelan, who's still there. Victor Blunt, what are you going to do? Let's just do quick. Ooh. Walking away from sadness. Flew out. Yes. True. Okay. I'm going to pull this down so you can see as I lay this out. Okay. Victor. King of Swords. Being challenged by Knight of Wands. Interesting. Justice. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Wands. I have no idea why I'm doing the cards like this, shuffling them. I do not know, except I felt inclined to do it this way. And the Hierophant. All right, so he had the King of Swords. This is somebody that this King of Swords energy to me is a no-nonsense type of energy. I mean, he's strong. Is this him? Is this Victor? It could be him kind of being very arrogant, very right. I know what to do. And now, and it's an old energy, and now it's being challenged by a young energy. And I think it goes back to that Eight of Cups, walking away from sorrow. He's now got a new, in Knight of Wands, a new vision, a new way of looking at things. At the base, what he was marinating in is that Justice card. In the past, interesting, Queen of Wands. And I look at this and I go, Brittany, Queen of Wands in the past, that is leading him to a new way of thinking of things. He's got the High Priestess up at the top, so he's not kind of really, it's interesting. The High Priestess and the Hierophant cards, both of these cards, talk a little bit about a higher order, about a higher way to think of things. So this is a little secretive. This is governmental things. And so I feel, I'm going to just keep going with this just a little bit, because I feel like this government thing, is this Russia trying to play us, but he's not going to be going along with it? He's got the Magician internally. He's so thankful that he's out. External influences. It's the Joe Biden card. Hopes and fears is that he can hang on to his freedom. Ooh. And the final outcome is the Two of Cups. And that Two of Cups, this partnership, with the Page of Cups. Can you all see that? The Page of Cups. So it feels, to me, it feels like this reading, I mean, it's, again, it gets to be too soon. He just got out. So he's kind of in this new energy, and he's really liking his freedom, and maybe he's, you know, getting back to his family and things, and healing, because this is a healing card here. But he is going to be presented with an offer, and maybe it's with this Hierophant. But it just feels like his old energy is shifting, and he's got a new way of looking at things. I didn't see any fighting cards. I didn't see any tower cards. So, did you see my shuffle right there? That was horrible. That was horrible. So, let's look at, let me make sure I get the name right. Paul Whelan. 411 on Paul Whelan. 411. The future of Paul Whelan. And I don't want to read necessarily the 411 on him. Is Paul Whelan coming back to the United States soon? Justice. Being challenged by the magician. Wow. Yes, he will be. Interesting cards. Interesting cards. And I am getting a yes. Because of this King of Swords, we had that King of Swords right in the beginning of Victor's reading. So I think the same fate is going to be happening to Paul. We have justice being crossed by some magical force. Of course, we have the devil at the base of this. So why did he go over there in the first place? Was he addicted to something? Money. Is that it? Even though there's no pentacle here, but there was some reason why he went there. They say he was a spy. He says he was just trying to make money. But you have Biden in the background with Justice, Magician, and the King of Swords. This King of Swords could be something to do in Russia, saying, hell no, we're not letting him out. But there's a balance card up at the top here. Let's just keep going with this. Ace of Swords, something new coming out of the sky to counter this. A new sword of truth, a new sword of justice. And internally, externally is worry, of course. Will this happen? Hopes and fears are the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting, the last pull I did, I mean, there was no money involved in it. This one, there may be money involved. In the final outcome, will he be able to come out and come home? Eight of Wands. Fast news coming. Fast. Tarot isn't great with timing, but you've got that. Eight of Wands. Things coming very fast. There's a review with the Seven of Pentacles. This card does not want to come out. Maybe it's my hands, but I'm pulling it anyway, but it really didn't want to come out. And Seven of Wands is defending oneself. So why didn't that one want to come out? And we have moving on at the base, Judgment. Oh, the Emperor. And the Knight of Swords. Something happened. When I pulled the Emperor, I thought, what is going on with Putin? With this Eight of Wands, is he going to be gone? Is it like Putin leaving? Anyway, what the card said was he's going to be gone. Gone. He's going to be set free. And tarot is horrible at timing. So, man, my head's big. What happened? Let me pull away here. Like seeing how I got one big head. Anyway, so he is going to be set free, but timing, even though it said fast. I said DeJoy was going to be gone last April, and now I'm thinking maybe it's this April. What's going on with him? I'm not going to read on him today. Maybe later, Monday or something. Look into him again. Anyway, I'll just do a sideways pull. Let's look at Putin. So hang in there, and let's send some benevolent prayers out to Mr. Whelan and his family, that they find some comfort. And let's send some benevolent prayers out to the Biden administration so that they can get Mr. Whelan out of Russia. Okay. Well, I hope Mr. Microphone is not picking up me shuffling so much. Got to be careful. I got to figure out another way with this. Anyway. Putin. Let's look at him. Boy, it's just this veil. Oh, I mean, I'm glad I'm not like tapping in, but it's glad I have cards because I'm not getting anything. It's like for what I'm getting, it's like he's not even around. You know what I mean? Two of Pentacles, Putin, Three of Wands, Eight of Wands. Let me just all right, I am I think he's so sick. I didn't get any sick cards. I didn't get any illness cards or death cards. But I got a lot of balance cards. So I have the Two of Pentacles. I have the Cloud card. It's like, is he going up to, I got the Hierophant next to the Cloud. Are people going in for a funeral and he's up here somewhere? When I pulled this Queen of Cups, what I saw when I first pulled it was he's got one foot in the grave. Intuitively, what I'm picking up with Putin is he is barely hanging on. Barely hanging on. And I don't know what he has put in place to keep his power going. But whatever it is, whatever machine he's got spinning to keep his agenda going, that's what's moving it. He's not. It's what he set up in place. Okay, and when he goes and that machine goes, then I think Paul, is it Paul or Doug? Paul is going to be out. Okay, let's look at something else. The House passed the Respect for Marriage. And then you look at the divisiveness of it. Instead of celebrating, right, that, hey, we get to marry who we want. We get interracial marriages. We get gay marriages. And that, even when I say that word, it comes out of my mouth wrong. That's just me being a hillbilly, though, so Forgive me if it did. But there were still some Republicans that are, some of them were in tears. Oh, and a lot of it has to do with their tax status. And a lot of it has to do with them thinking they're right, and only they are right. But anyway, it passed, yay. So, and it's the bill is the Respect for Marriage bill, which must really piss off the evangelicals. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. Everyone is equal in the eyes of God as long as you're doing what I tell you to do. And don't forget, send money. Don't send me any money. All right. Senate. Warnock won. Yay. Today, Kristen Sinema said she's no longer going to be a Democrat. She's going to be an independent. Would we expect anything less of her? Hell no. So she went from Green Party, failed at that, went to an independent, failed at that, went to a Democrat, won her seats in Arizona. Now she's back to an independent. So the jubilation that was had when Warnock won with God, I'm just dropping names. I can't remember names. I've got to stop smoking so much pot in the morning. Schumer. By the way, I don't smoke that much pot in the morning. Schumer. He was all elated. Now we have a little breathing room. But they never really did because of Manchin and Sinema. And now she is saying, I'm really out. Excuse me. I'm really out of there. I'm independent, but I'm going to caucus with the Democrats. If I was the Democrat, I would strip her of her committees. And let's pull 6 cards on Arizona. What are the Arizona Democrats thinking about this? If I was in Arizona and I voted for her, because a lot of times what's going on is you'll go, okay, and this is the same thing with Warnock and the vampire guy. I can't remember his name again. You would think that I was smoking pot this morning, the way my brain's working. Everybody enjoy the full moon? I think it's still going on. The energies. Anyway, people would vote straight down the ticket. Blue versus red. And I don't think that you should be able to... Well, it doesn't really matter because she voted. But I would be pissed if I voted for her and she changed. Because I voted for her because she was a Democrat. Anyway, I would be pissed if I voted for her because she really wasn't a Democrat to begin with. It didn't feel like. We have to elect the right candidates. And that's, I think, one of the lessons that we're learning. Anyway, 6 cards. How are the Arizonans feeling? Ooh, the Empress. That's her thinking she is. Tying up the Arizona voters. It's sad. It's the loss. They're marinating in this. And I know some of you guys pick on me for saying marinate and stew in, and I know we're just playing. We're all playing. In the past, as it relates, yay, it was a celebration. That was in the past. At the top of the reading is, oh my God, really? Are you kidding me? Sinema. Four of Wands, in the near future, a celebration. Is this a false celebration, or is this a real celebration? It's kind of like, yes, let's vote her in. Oh yeah, this is going to be great, dear. And then you find out, oh my God, I married a vampire. Or was it a werewolf? So, I think people in Arizona are going, yikes. What did we attach ourselves to? That's what I think they're saying. All right. Uh-oh. What happened to my... There it is. All right, let's look at something else. The Justice, Supreme Court. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to go into the Supreme Court right now. I'm going to be on Shining Hawk's channel next Tuesday, and I think we're going to do some reading on the Supreme Court and what that's all about, where that's going. So I'll save that for later. Trump. Let's look at him. Oh my God. More documents. January 6th, criminal referrals to him and his minions. I have stupid news. Let's read on Mr. Pumpkinhead. And then I go, where to begin? When was he born? Stupid, wasn't it? I should be in there. Let me see. Mr. Pumpkinhead, he hired a team. And you know they're the best. It's the best team ever. To search for more docs. They found 2 more classified documents. And I was thinking, well, the team who found these classified documents, were they vetted? Were they, no, they weren't. Were they, do they have access so that they can clearance to search for classified material? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyway, so once again. And one of the Trump lawyers has, in the 11th Circuit, said that Trump has all this immunity because I think there's some, I don't think, but there are some lawsuits saying that Trump caused damage to cops during J6. And so Trump's lawyer is arguing, no, he's got immunity. He can say whatever he wants because he was the president. And we'll see where that goes. But his lawyer, Jesse Binnal, I want to look at him, but not yet. I want to keep going. No, I'm going to look at him. Jesse Binnal. And then we're going to look at Jared Kushner. Yee. I know, that was a funny face. So this guy, Jesse Binnal, he is not a parking lot attorney like Alib Habab, whatever her name is. He's got a pretty good law firm. He represents some Ron Paul represented him. I thought it was Rand, and I went to double check. I think it's Ron, but either way, it doesn't matter. The Trump campaign, RNC, Sidney Kraken Powell, Lynn Wood. Yeah. So he is a fine attorney. Oh, also, he hasn't been paying taxes. He's an upstanding citizen. Okay, and I can understand not paying taxes. I would love to see, because I don't want to pay for bombers. I don't want to pay for trillions of dollars to the Defense Department that go unaccounted for, unless they're for space news. If they're for space stuff, like talking to galactic beings, I'd pay for that. But I wish I could say, this is where I want my tax dollar going. I want to see America great. This is where I want to see it greater. Okay, let's just look. What can we get from this guy? Jesse Binnal. I just see him as a clown in a little clown car. Jesse. I don't even know. I don't need to go any further, but I will. Devil. Well, you know he's tied to Mr. Pumpkinhead, and so there's an addiction. There's being tied to something that's not great. Knight of Swords. This is like just charging into the wind, not thinking too much, just trying to create a little bit of chaos. Loss, Empress, Ten of Cups, oh, Queen of Pentacles. Pull this down and let you see. All these guys. All these guys. Okay. Let's take a look and see what we got down here. Jesse, this lawyer for Trump, who says that Trump can burn down Congress, say he's going to burn down Congress, the halls of Congress, and not face any consequences because he's the president. He has immunity. So he's being tied to the devil. His defense, he's just throwing crap against the wind. Hopefully it won't hit him in the face. You know what they say, you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't pee into the wind. All right, there's a lot of loss with this. There's some Russian, the Empress. This is my card for Russia in the past, as it's giving him money. Is that right? I don't know. He at the top of the reading is he thinks it's a party. He thinks he's gonna win. He thinks everything's cool. It's a little delusional. It's kind of funny. Look, there's a White House back there. All right. This is all, it's all about money for him. I mean, him not paying taxes, him, I don't know, is Trump going to pay this guy? No, but the RNC is paying this guy. I bet. I haven't looked into it, but I bet the RNC, one of his clients, is paying him. Internally, he's got the Knight of Wands, which, again, it's another young energy that's coming up with these new sprouts of information, new sprouts of legal defense, but they're not really full baked. Page of Wands. He's actually going backwards in his evolution from the Knight to the Page. So he thinks he's got something better, but it's not. I love the colors on this card. It doesn't represent him at all, but just love the colors on it. Anyway, hopes and fears, justice. So he hopes justice will go his way. We hope justice will go our way. And again, he's defending the magician, but there is something that's going to come out of this cup, this Queen of Cups energy. And if you look at the King of Cups, my Joe Biden card, this is the administration, the emotional thing, and someone's going to get stabbed into the back. And since we're talking about this attorney, I think he's going to be stabbed in the back. I don't think it's going to go well for him. All right, let's look at Jared Kushner. He is now being investigated, a congressional investigation, and we think that those congressional investigations just go nowhere. But we're getting a sense these days of justice actually moving forward. So I hope I didn't jinx it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put another comment about Justice Matters. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Anyway, here we go. So, where is it? Here we go. Jared Kushner. He's under congressional investigation on financial conflicts. Really? Of interest that he may have improperly influenced U.S. tax, trade, and national security policies for his own financial gain. Really? I'm shocked. Okay. So this was around 2018 financial bailout of his badly leveraged Kushner property at 666 Fifth Avenue. Really? 666? He changed the name. It's now 660. Unbelievable. So, what had happened? More than $1 billion paid in advance from Qatar. Now, going back a little bit, Qatar had repeatedly refused to invest in the property, but after Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates posed a blockade on Qatar, remember that? And they're going, what'd we do? Well, we didn't do anything. Well, that was after Kushner discussed isolating Qatar with Saudi Arabia and the UAE, and he did it without informing the Secretary of State at that time, who was Rex Tillerson. Qatar suddenly threw in the cash. Remember all that? Remember Rex Tillerson? Okay, so there's a congressional investigation on Kushner about his involvement and by the way, there's a computer repair shop out here who has his laptop. Yeah, he brought it in. Has anybody seen Hunter Biden's laptop? Why isn't Bannon putting out all this information if he has it, if he's seen it? Okay. Jared Kushner. What's going on with this investigation? What is going on with this investigation? How scared are you? How worried are you? Which is the same as scared. What are you thinking, doing? What's going on? Jared Kushner. My cards don't like Jared Kushner. Maybe I have to use the pumpkin deck. Jared Kushner. Did I show you a shirt that I have? It says the cards don't lie. Fool. Okay, just leave it like that. Ace of Swords. Is that the Ace of Justice? The Sword of Truth? The Sword of Justice coming at him? Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. He is beat up. Oh, Lovers. Page of Cups. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's drop it down. I'll show you what I got. It feels like Mr. Kushner could be a little worried. Just could be. So, he's got the Fool card, and it's being challenged, crossed by this new truth coming out. Ace of Swords, new way of looking at something. Okay, at the base is his quest for more money. The Knight of Pentacles. Let me come up with something new. Let me come up with, I need to save this new project, new whatever. And he thought it out. It's better than the Page, but it's still a young energy, as I talked about before. In the past, he is beat up. Obviously, he's made such poor business decisions. And at the top is the Lovers. So this is him with Donald Trump. And this is his relationship with Ivanka, his wife. I'm so messed up today. This is him in his involvement with his wife, who I think, Ivanka, is, I heard in the news that they were not getting along. We'll take a look at that real quick. Is it because of money? Is it because that she turned on her dad? I don't know, but there's something about this Lovers that's at the top of this reading that's kind of overshadowing it. And in the potential near future is the Page of Cups. Now, in this deck, to me, this is such a movement card. This card feels like the Six of Swords. This feels like getting away from something, away from these big buildings. And this is, the interpretation is unique to this deck. Internally, what's going on internally with Jared Kushner is the Queen of Pentacles. Is that Ivanka? Lovers, Ivanka? Is it just his quest for money? Externally, Four of Cups. He's like going, oh, this is bad. There's an offer being made. Or was it the offer being made to bail his building out? I think he's got another offer that's coming because his hopes and fears are something new coming out, a new offer coming out of the sky, but he's not looking at it here. What he's looking at is moving on. The Six of Swords. Is this assistance from Qatar? Yes. And walking away from sorrow. So in this spread, he's worried about jail with this Nine of Wands. He's really, really worried about it. And these cards kind of look like an imprisonment card too, with all those swords. But I'm not seeing imprisonment here. I'm just seeing him walking away. It doesn't look good for him. They are looking into this. He's worried about it, but it's too early to really see what's going on with this. let's look at Jared Kushner. 3 cards just for fun. 3 cards. Jared Kushner. Where is Jared Kushner? One year from now. Where is Jared Kushner 1 year from now? I don't think he's around. I think he's packing his bags and leaving. Can you see that? Seven of Swords. So this is somebody that sneaks into camp in the middle of the night, steals somebody's defenses, the swords, and leaves. Leaving some, but taking most. Obviously, he can't take his 666 building with him, or as some people say, 660. So he's leaving that, but he's taking a lot of things in the middle of the night and getting out because of lawsuits coming his way. This Page of Swords. And it feels like it's like more and more and more. And where does he end up? King of Wands. So this card could be more investigations, but this King card looks overseas to me. This feels like an overseas type card, like a MBS card, Qatar card, Dubai card, or something. All right, let's take a look at, just for fun, a little gossip. Jared and Ivanka. Jared and Ivanka, sitting in a tree, scheming, plotting. Oh my, my. Jared and Ivanka. What's going on, Jared and Ivanka? 6 cards. Ivanka. Justice. Whoa. Hey, half my head's being cut off. There we go. Okay. Oh, karma's coming to them. So sad. Ivanka is facing some justice. And this justice card is, I don't know if she ratted on anybody. It didn't feel like it. But she's got the Wheel of Fortune at the base, the karmic card. It's got to do with all this government stuff that she is trying to stay away from. Also, we're talking about Jared and Ivanka and them. I know they didn't get married in the church, but it feels like that union is coming to some kind of karmic culmination. At the top of the reading is the 9 of Pentacles. This is a solitary card. Well, not that solitary. She does have her dog, but it's not him, because this would be a lap dog, even though this dog has a big as neck as he does. What's up with both of those people? Their necks are so long. Have they been stretched? Have they been put on a rack and just stretched? I've always wondered. I'm not going to read on it, but inquiring minds want to know. The potential outcome loss, sadness. 5 of Cups. There's 2 cups available. There's a bridge to walk over. Is that a penitentiary? Is there a bridge that she can go visit somebody in jail across water? But whatever it is, it feels like a little jail back here. I don't think she's in jail. I think he's in this, and this card too is self-imposed imprisonment. She's got all this money, but she can't go out anywhere. New York doesn't want her. Her social arena is so shrunk up. I don't see them lasting. It's just sad. Did I see a split? No. Not so much in, I mean, it could be with that Hierophant card. I don't think they're going to make it public, though. Now I'm getting conflicting thoughts. Let's see. Will Jared and Ivanka will they split up publicly? Will it be public that Jared and Ivanka split up this year? I'm going to let you all help me. 9 of Wands. King of Wands. We had that before. And the 4 of Wands. To me, this says they're getting really beat up. They're going to defend themselves. They're still standing. But I got this King of Wands card, which leads me to believe they're going to be overseas. They're still going to be together, but it's a false celebration. It's a false marriage. All right, let's look at Mr. Pumpkinhead. I'm going to switch decks because this deck is going, please give me a break. Please. And if I had my pumpkin deck card near, I would use it, but I don't. Sorry. So I'm going to use my Los Scadibo deck. Let's read on Mr. Pumpkinhead. What's going on with you, Mr. Pumpkinhead, with all these? I'm just getting a delusion card. What's going on? Mr. Pumpkinhead. It's like rats jumping off a ship. Mr. Pumpkinhead. He's looking overseas too. Let's just leave that out. Okay. Knave of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. You think he's worried about money? The World card. Wheel of Fortune card. I'm going to keep going. I thought I was just doing 6, but karmically, he's kind of done. Knight of Wands. Strength. Loss. Yeah. Yeah. Something big's going to happen. Okay. Let's show you what I got. It's kind of fun. All right. So, sorry. This is the card that flew out of the deck. the Knave of Wands. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Knave of Wands. Here we have the Knave of Pentacles. This is young energy, pages. So, coming up with something new. Is this his announcement? I don't know if that's new. It just seems so damn stale last month. But he's trying something new to get more money. Here he is again, the Three of Pentacles. And a lot of times this is dark money for me, Russian money, but not in this deck. So he's trying to rebuild some kind of branding, something. But he's working at it, but it's not complete yet. And the other thing too is he has no plan. In other decks, there's two people advising the apprentice, which is representative in the other decks of the Three of Pentacles, and the apprentice is building the church. This card, there is no plan. He's got his head into his money and just working on a singular thing. At the base of the reading, what he's marinating in is his restrictive ability to get money, holding on to money. Four Pentacles is holding it on real tight. But this is his self-imposed prison. It's funny. That's what that is too. In the past, just looking at all those dead pentacles. At the top of the reading is the World card. So when I said he's looking to move, he's looking overseas too. And then this came up at the top, right next to this one. I'm going, he's done. And maybe he's looking to move outside of the world. I've gotten this card a lot with him, that he's not going to stick around, that he is going to leave. And in the potential near future is the Wheel of Fortune. It's the karmic card. He's done. He's done. So he's putting on a brave face. Internally, he's going, hey, look, I'm riding on strength. I got some new ideas that I'm going to be throwing out there with this Knight of Wands. And internally, this is what he thinks. Externally, he's going, I got the strength. I got it. His hopes and fears are, crap, am I really riding on strength or am I not? The final outcome of this, the Nine of Pentacles. Again, this is self-imposed luxury. You can't get out of your little garden. But this is a female energy too. Not that it matters so much. It just feels like there could be a woman involved in this. And maybe that was the Ivanka thing that's coming in with some big news. And it's all about the addictions. So I think this card is playing big on his mind as well as that. The review of his finances and going, yikes, I need to hang on. So, two cards, boom. Karmic completion. He knows it's done. He knows it is done. All right, I've been yakking way too long. So let's pull an ending card for you all. Let's use, what deck should I use? No. Sorry, I should have had this planned in advance. Let's use that deck. Kyle Gray, Angels and Ancestors. I love this deck. It's very pretty. Always, after I pull something, the bottom of the card deck is Earth Angel. So stay rooted and grounded. Earth Guardian. And it matches my cloth, my table. I need to wash this and turn it around. I haven't used the other side in a long time. It's bluish. Here we go. So thank you all for hanging with me for so long, if you are here. And for those that left early, we can talk bad about them. They won't know. Put a sign on the back of their shirt. It says, kick me. No, we won't do that. We won't do that. Okay, final card for us as we move into, lifting it up, into the weekend. Final card as we move into the weekend. Obviously, that Earth Guardian is huge. Stay rooted, stay grounded. I was on Nancy's show the other day, yesterday, and we were talking about ways to stay grounded, and that how our energy is shifting on this cosmic and affecting us in a DNA way, changing us. And it's so important to stay rooted and grounded. And we have the Water Guardian. And this card says, connect with your emotions. If we take the other card, the Earth Guardian, and now we have the Water Guardian. We've just come through this super powerful full moon with a lot of emotions attached to it, astrologically wise. And for you astrologers out there, you know what I'm talking about. One of the astrologers that I follow said, just keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything because it's going to be taken the wrong way. You're going to wish you never said it. So it feels like with this card, it's watch what you say, watch your emotions. Don't let your emotions get the best of us. Even though we do want to tap in and connect with our emotions, we don't want our emotions running away and controlling parts of our tongue that they shouldn't. So sometimes it's best just to hold off, not say anything, and connect back with nature, connect with who we are. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Yikes, 103. I keep looking at people's YouTubes as I keep going on, and I go, I can't watch that. That's too long. And I said, I'm not going to do that. But maybe Fridays it's just long. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace and love.